To that family, I offer the sympathy of the whole Republican movement, not any particular part or brand of republicanism. I also, I believe, have the right to speak to the people of Derry and say to the family, may God give you the strength to bear this heavy stuff. And then passing, if we say, Slan lat a homie, agus a
A few yards down the road, the army were there in large numbers, armed with their batons and their riot shields, and Bernadette Devlin was taken with a policewoman off to Armagh. But ladies and gentlemen, I think that one thing should be made clear this evening. You can jail Bernadette Devlin, you can put her behind bars, but I'll be damned you'll never silence the ordinary people, and that
The intention has been to hold a public strongly. I must say something. I am not an articulate speaker. I just feel very strongly that I want to say a few words. My feelings are the same as those of the other three speakers. I feel that I am as guilty as Bernadette Devlin. I feel at a loss to know what to do next. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we'll walk hand in hand someday.
She didn't do any more than I did. She took me the night to Armagh.
Would you have kept her in Bogside?
Yes. You take me to Armagh and I'll do 6 months with her.
We'll go down to Galcon.
Yes.
She would have been made a prisoner. She would have been a prisoner of the people rather than of the state.
They never would have got anything to take her out of it. We would have kept her on.
She wanted it to.
She didn't do any more than what I did.
Yes,
And why am I
Do you
walking
think
here?
that's what she would have wanted if she'd come here?
I don't know. I don't know what she wants, but she didn't do any more than I did. But because she's an MP, they have her up there now as a murder. Everybody's guilty. We're all guilty. Everybody's guilty.
And blew a pipeline. He got off.
Get that way out of the road. What do you want? Get the way out of the road. How the fuck is that going to pass it? No!
The meeting was held both to protest against the decision of the Court of Appeal to send Bernadette Devlin to prison, and also so that the people of the Bogside could come together and show by their numbers in that spot that they were in solidarity with her.
English bastards! Come on, get going. English bastards!
I would say that the sentencing of Bernadette Devlin was a challenge to the people. Violence certainly wasn't planned. There's a lot of stones in the Bogside, and as a result of all the riots that we've had in the Bogside over the past 18 months to 2 years, it's on the part of some, that's even an instinctive reaction at times of turmoil and tension for kids to pick up stones. I don't imagine it would have taken any organisation to get stones into the hands of young people at that time.
Hey, come on up, son! Hey, come on, man! Ammunition? Come on, move these people off the back streets! Move the rest of the bastards! Come on!
You're going to have to get him. He thinks he's clever. You want a shield? I don't want people in there without shields. I do not want people in there without shields. Great. Son George, any chance you get into it? This is where the pepper comes.
All the way back.
Cut it, Chris. It's cut.
Why? Hello, this is 9 Alpha. Move control sign 31 to 10. The crowd is building up, and there are petrol bellies now.
I doubt whether there is a leadership of the Bogside community which can be identified sort of in a single person or a single organisation. What there is a general feeling which is focused at particular times by particular events.
You spoke earlier on of the self-discipline of the people of the Bogside. How do you equate that with the burnings and with respect to the people of the Bogside, some of the vandalism that took place yesterday?
There's a certain amount of vandalism yesterday, and there was a certain amount of looting, and that's regrettable. At times like this, that type of thing will occur. In a sense, the whole social structure, such as it existed in years past, has broken down over the past couple of years because, they say, there's no respect for the existing state institutions, no respect for the institutions of law and order, for very understandable reasons. And when that breaks down, and a lot of other things break down too, and I would attribute a lot of the looting to the fact that the whole question of social mores, there are no social mores in a sense left anymore, which the mass of the people identify with and will defend, at least some of the people. So some regrettable things happen, but that should not at any time be allowed to obscure the essential point that the rage and the discontent which is being expressed at the moment in the Bogside and in other areas is quite understandable and, in my opinion, justifiable, if not perhaps tactically correct in certain senses at the moment.
Things have happened in this area of which none of us, in my view, can be proud. I am referring in particular to the looting and burning of people's homes that took place in this area last night. I think there's none of us can be proud of that. I think also that if the present situation is allowed to drift in an unorganised and ill-disciplined manner, that it can only lead to disaster for all of the people of this area. A meeting of 30 to 40 people took place this afternoon to discuss the situation. We all agreed that some action should be taken, and we agreed on a particular set of proposals. Following that meeting, a deputation of 4 people, consisting of Mr. Eamon McCall, and the set of proposals is as follows. In our view, as we put it to them, law and order in this particular area has broken down, and that the people of this area want law and order in the area, but a law and order that they can fully subscribe to and support. Therefore, we suggested that the people of this area, in an organised and disciplined manner, would set up their own organisation in this area for the maintenance of law and order. It would follow from that having established that the people of this area can control their own area, the military, that is the armed military, would withdraw from the area, and the area I am talking about is the area largely bounded, in fact completely identical with the original Free Derry area inside the White Line, and for a period of a fortnight would not enter this area.
if the people decide to accept the offer made by the British Army, then that could provide a basis for peace and some sort of law and order in this area for a time. But I think that we would be fools, as John Hume inferred, to imagine that peace could be guaranteed on a long-term basis in this area simply by that type of ad hoc agreement. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Hume said that as well as the agreements made about the nature of a law and order force, there would have to be... Sorry.
What about the people who are arrested?
There would have to be the release of Bernadette Devlin to get peace in the short term.
What about the
long term?
arrested?
If the government really wanted peace in this area, they have to set about the solving of the social problems which afflict this area, and a recognition of the fact that one of the problems is the fact that a lot of people don't respect the state as it exists. Now, if the people decide to accept, if the people...
What about the people that was arrested down there last night? What's going to happen to them now? Will you and Mr. Kenneman and Mr. Derry get them out?
No.
Can you?
No.
No.
Well, Emma McCann was the first.
Emma McCann. I was the first.
Can we help the people of Belfast by being undisciplined and disorganized? That's the question.
And I haven't closed my eyes the last 3 nights.
Yep.
And I had to take my daughter and her 6 wains up to Rosemount. I said, right, get the man of Derry and beat them back out of it. Carrying on with stones. Them is carrying on fire and stones. And there's no consideration for old people. And no consideration for old people. Or for mothers with children. God bless us and save us. I'm ready for Grancia. That's disgrace.
Mr. Hume.
I guess there's nothing over where I'm living. I guess I know that at night. That's a disgrace, Mr. Hume. And that's going to be done. Where are the decent men of Derry? Where are the women of Derry? And they stand for a crowd of rascals.
But if we continue to fight, we're helping them to keep ourselves down. We're fighting down there. We're paying £50 fines, £60 fines. How many's in jail? 19. How many's in jail in Craigan? Are we all going to be dying? Are we all going to be nervous wrecks? Are we all going to be in jail?
How much more did I?
Fight, yes.
Yes, fight.
Fight. Because everybody needs to fight. But we must fight together. Because that's what happened. That's what happened all along. Lord Carson left a legacy. He says, keep united, keep them divided. While we keep them divided, we keep them down. We're down now as far as we can go.
Where the fucking rest is? How does this work? How does it work?
Action, stop it.
You people! Get down the fucking Bogside! The people down there are fighting away!
I don't do that! Don't do that!
Those people who are against, please raise their hands.
Freedom of speech, so you let the people alone.
Hey! Mike's not working.
Aslam! Over this side! Over this side!
There's one down in that corner. There's one in that corner down there.
Fucking girls. I know that one in the blue jersey. Is it them there? The girls look. There they are, look. Fucking hell, that was good. Look at them birds running up there and picking the bricks up. Well, old, who was that? Game on the cricket team.
Oh, look at that one. Whoa.
Well done.